Let's talk about something that affects everything in a man's life. Your energy levels from the moment you wake up, your ability to build muscle and burn fat, your mental focus and drive to tackle the day, your overall sense of well-being and vitality. We're talking about testosterone. This single hormone is the cornerstone of male physiology. Your mental focus and drive to tackle the day, your overall sense of well-being. And if you've been feeling off, constantly tired, struggling to see gains despite hard work in the gym, or just lacking that inner spark, your testosterone levels might be trying to tell you something. The internet is a terrifying place when you start searching for solutions. You find complex potions, expensive supplements with bold claims, and extreme protocols that promise everything. It's enough to make anyone feel overwhelmed, skeptical, and downright confused. It seems like everyone is trying to sell you something complicated. Hey, I'm Madi. I've spent years sifting through the bull and figuring out what actually works in the real world. If you're sick of all the fads and the next big thing that never delivers, then I'm genuinely glad you're here. What if I told you that the single most powerful lever you can pull is also the simplest? What if you could naturally encourage your body to produce more of its own prime fuel without swallowing a cabinet full of pills or turning your life upside down? I'm not talking about a secret herb from the depths of the Amazon rainforest. I'm not selling you a bizarre device or a painful procedure. I'm talking about a fundamental biological signal that your body is hardwired to respond to. I'm talking about harnessing the profound anabolic power of high-quality sleep. Now, I know this might sound too simple. Before you click away thinking, I've heard this before, please hear me out. This isn't just the generic advice to get more sleep that your doctor might give you. This is about understanding the precise, powerful how and why. How sleep acts as a direct trigger for your body's natural hormone factory. And it's arguably the absolute easiest place to start because it doesn't require you to do more. In fact, it requires you to rest. It's about working smarter, not harder with your own biology. The unbreakable link. Your pillow is your most powerful supplement. When we think of boosting testosterone, our minds immediately go to the gym. We think of heavy squats, deadlifts, and pushing our bodies to the limit. And while intense resistance training is undoubtedly crucial and one of the best natural stimulants, it's only one piece of a much larger puzzle. The real magic, the true anabolic window, doesn't happen when you're under the bar. It happens when you are completely still, lost in the deepest stages of sleep. The real magic happens when you are not moving at all. Here's the simple, unshakable biological truth. Your body's primary time for testosterone production and release is during sleep, specifically during the rapid eye movement, REM, and deep, slow. This isn't a minor correlation. It's a direct cause and effect relationship. If your sleep is short, consistently disrupted, or poor in quality, you are directly short-circuiting your body's most important natural hormone production line. The research on this is crystal clear and, frankly, a little scary. Studies have shown that restricting sleep to just 5 hours per night for a single week can cause a 10 to 15% drop in testosterone levels in healthy young men. That's the equivalent of aging 10-15 years in just 7 days. Think about that for a moment. You could be grinding it out in the gym, eating perfectly clean, only to completely undermine all that effort and discipline by simply staying up too late scrolling on your phone or watching one more episode. It's like trying to fill a bathtub with the drain wide open. All your hard work just flows right out. Optimizing your sleep, therefore, it's about feeling less tired the next day. It is an active, strategic process of creating the optimal hormonal environment your body needs to build muscle, burn stubborn fat, and perform at its peak. It is the absolute foundation upon which everything else, your diet, your training, your mental health is built. If this foundation is cracked, the structure becomes weak. The how. Mastering the 3 pillars of testosterone sleep. Okay, so we've established that high-quality sleep is critically important. That's the why. But knowing that doesn't help. How do we move from just getting sleep to truly hacking our sleep for better hormone function? It's not just about lying in bed for a predetermined number of hours. It's about maximizing the quality of every single minute you spend asleep. Let's break this down into 3 simple, actionable, and non-negotiable pillars. Pillar 1. The imperative of total darkness. This might sound trivial, but it is arguably the most important factor after duration itself. Your body's endocrine system is incredibly sensitive to light cues. Even small, seemingly insignificant amounts of light pollution in your room, the glow from a charger, a sliver of streetlight through the blinds, the standby light on your television, can be perceived by your photoreceptors through your closed eyelids. This disrupts your pineal gland's function and suppresses the production of melatonin. Melatonin is a master regulator hormone that governs your sleep-wake cycle, and its rhythmic release is intimately linked to the regulation of other hormonal cascades, including testosterone. Your mission is to make your bedroom as dark as a deep cave. Invest in high-quality blackout curtains that seal the edges of your windows. Get up right now and put a small piece of electrical tape over every single tiny LED light on your charger, your computer, your air purifier, everything. If you cannot achieve perfect darkness, do not underestimate the power of a comfortable, high-quality sleep mask. This one, simple, low-cost change can have a more dramatic impact on your sleep depth and hormone profile than an expensive supplement. Pillar 2. The power of a cool temperature. Your body is not designed to sleep well in a warm, stuffy environment. To initiate and maintain the deep, restorative stages of sleep, your core body temperature needs to drop significantly. A hot room prevents this necessary cool-down, keeping you in lighter, less valuable stages of sleep. The scientifically validated ideal temperature for sleep is surprisingly cool, between 60 and 67 degrees Fahrenheit, 15 to 19 degrees. A cool room facilitates your body's natural thermoregulation processes and sends a powerful signal to your brain that it is time to shut down for deep restorative work. This is a stage where human growth hormone is pulsed out, where cellular repair is prioritized, and where, you guessed it, your testes receive the signal to produce the bulk of your daily testosterone. Cranking down the thermostat is one of the easiest levers you can pull. Pillar 3. Consistency is king. Your body is a creature of habit that thrives on rhythm and predictability. It operates on a master 24-hour clock known as your circadian rhythm, which governs the daily ebb and flow of nearly every hormone in your body. When you go to bed and wake up at wildly different times every day, especially the common pattern of staying up late and sleeping in on weekends, you effectively give your body jet lag. You throw this delicate clock completely out of whack. This confusion directly disrupts your hormonal systems, dampening their production and blunting their rhythmic peaks. The goal is not to be rigid and miserable, but to aim for consistency. Keep your sleep and wake times as regular as possible, even on weekends. Aim for a variation of no more than an hour from your weekday schedule. This regularity is a powerful signal to your body and brain that the environment is stable, predictable, and safe. In such an environment, your system feels secure to invest large amounts of energy in producing potent, anabolic hormones like testosterone. The proof, beyond the hormone, the powerful domino effect. When you commit to fixing your sleep, the benefits create a powerful, self-reinforcing positive feedback loop that directly and indirectly supports higher testosterone levels. This is where the magic truly compounds. First and most directly, high-quality sleep is the most effective tool you have to dramatically lower cortisol. Cortisol is your primary catabolic, breaking down stress hormone, and it exists in a seesaw-like relationship with testosterone. When cortisol is chronically elevated due to stress and poor sleep, testosterone production is often suppressed. By mastering sleep, you are directly lowering your background level of chronic stress, thereby freeing up your hormonal system's capacity to produce more testosterone. Second, with more energy and better recovery from quality sleep, you will have more motivation and physical capacity for intense, heavy weight training sessions. Those heavy compound lifts, squats, deadlifts, presses, then become a much stronger physiological stimulus for your body to produce even more testosterone. It becomes a virtuous cycle. Great sleep fuels higher intensity workouts, which fuels better hormone production, which in turn leads to even better recovery and muscle growth during sleep. You are no longer fighting yourself. Your entire lifestyle begins to work in a harmonious, synergistic cycle. You are building momentum instead of battling friction. The final word: stop adding, start mastering the foundation. The fitness and wellness industry will always try to sell you the next big thing. The exotic supplements, the complicated biohacking protocol, the expensive red light device. They profit from complexity and your desire for a quick fix, but I am telling you the absolute easiest, most fundamental, and most effective way to naturally boost your testosterone has been with you your entire life. It doesn't cost a single extra dollar on a monthly subscription. It doesn't require you to spend any extra time in your day. In fact, it demands that you dedicate time to deep, quality rest. Mastering your sleep is the highest return, lowest effort investment you can possibly make in your hormonal health. It is the solid foundation that makes everything else, your meticulous diet, your brutal training, your careful supplement stack, actually work as intended. If your sleep is broken, you are pouring all your other efforts into a bucket with a massive hole in the bottom. Stop looking for complex solutions on the periphery. First, master the absolute basics. Your body's most powerful, finely tuned pharmacy is already inside you. You just need to give it the right dark, cool, and consistent conditions to work its magic. It all